As you can see, we're in the sanctuary here at New Hope, and we've arranged things a little bit differently. We have seating in pods of 5 seats so that family units can sit together, or singles or couples can sit at the ends of the pods. Those pods are at least 6 feet apart from each other so that we can maintain social distancing, as the governor has requested that we do. We look forward to seeing you on June the 14th. It'll be a little bit different, but we will still be able to be together. So yesterday we saw Jesus feeding 5,000 people. Today, in verse 45 of Mark chapter 6, immediately Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to Bethsaida, while he dismissed the crowd. And then after leaving them, he went up on a mountainside to pray. Jesus spent the night in prayer, or a large part of the night. This is something he would do frequently when he had a big decision or a big task to accomplish on the following day. Martin Luther once said that I usually spend 2 hours of prayer in the morning, but when I am very busy, I have to spend 3 hours of prayer to get ready for it. It's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? But not really. Jesus knew that he had a big decision, a big task ahead of him the following day. And so he spent the night in prayer to prepare for that. In spite of his fatigue, after a day of teaching, after weeks of ministry, Jesus spent the night in prayer. Now, the big task that he had was he looked at the people that he fed and he realized that there were among them consumer Jews. There were people who were interested simply in what they could get from Jesus, be that food in the desert or a leader to defeat Rome. In the book of John, Jesus immediately enters into dialogue with those people, and at the end of John chapter 6, which starts with the feeding of the 5,000, John says that many of his disciples went away. They left him. In the book of Mark, it leads directly into Mark chapter 7, when Jesus confronts the Pharisees and teaches them that they can't rely on their traditions to save them. What about us? There is a tendency on our part, simply because of the culture that we live in, to look at things for what we can get out of it. And far too many times, that's how we approach the church. What's in it for us? What can we get out of it? I want to encourage you today to realize that that is not what following Jesus is about. It's not about what we get out of it. It's about what we put into it. What we give to others determines the level of our discipleship. So today I encourage you, be a good disciple. Find someone that you can pour into instead of looking for what you can get out of following Jesus. As you pour into other people, you will receive far more than you ever give. God bless you. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.